S&P 500 has continued to print a new all-time high. As you can see from our chart, this is the daily chart. The S&P 500 get to 7,368 basis points. And as you can see right now, we've started this movement from this area and the market has done some good numbers. And I hope your portfolio also is doing some good numbers too. This is like 14%, and 14% is massive in terms of market growth. And that is why I always come up here to share with you how the market is faring. So the S&P 500 actually track the 500 highly capitalized stock, and also some stocks can also fall off the S&P 500, and why they are going to add another one based on performance and based on the earnings of these companies. So if you look at the chart clearly, you will see that we've been going higher highs. We're doing higher highs so far. We've not getting any lower highs, although we've gotten a bit here, but not too significant. And looking at the top area here, you will notice that this is the area I predicted that the S&P 500 is going to hit, and we are gradually moving down to that place. So we're going to discuss top gainers in the market and top losers, and we're going to discuss how the market is faring based on S&P 500. Then we will look at the 3 quantum computing stocks that I want you to have in your portfolio. And don't forget, I shared that if you need these 3 quantum stocks, you should reach out to me. A few people reach out to me. Currently, they are above 20% in that particular stock. Yes, they are above 20%. But in case maybe you're busy or you don't have my contact, please drop in the comment section if you want us to create a separate group for the US market, or we should add it to an existing group. Yes. So I want you to let me know if we should add it to an existing group or we should continue just like this. I know we'll create a community, but I just want to know if it will be a separate one or I should add it to my existing community. So in case you don't know, my name still remains Uncle Joe, and you're welcome to the Stock Up Nation, where we discuss stocks and how to make money through price appreciation and dividends, and also cryptocurrency. We also discuss tips on how to invest in the market. If you trust me, if you stay with me, I'm going to walk you through, and I bet you either send me gifts or you send me prayers. So let's quickly look at the VIX. The VIX is one particular index that track the performance of the market in the opposite way. Why am I saying the opposite way? If the stock market is going up, the VIX is going to be coming down. Right now, you see that the market is going up and the VIX is coming down. So that is what you want to use to predict the stock market. So this is the area that I'm expecting the VIX to actually bounce. It happens here. And also there's a bit of touch in this area before they move up. So once it gets to this point, that is when you want to start taking your profit. That is when you want to lock your profit. Coach, how am I going to know? That is why I'm here. And that is why I'm considering doing everyday content to keep you guys up the game. And I'm also considering creating a public portfolio where I'll buy some stocks, make some little gains, and withdraw it, guys. Or I create a portfolio where we'll just do it 6 months. You understand? Maybe we'll start with $1,000 or $500 or $100, and we'll just build it up. Maybe we'll build it to $10,000 or $200,000. You understand? So any of them that you are support in, let me know, and I'm going to plan towards that. So before we look at the 3 quantum computing stock, I bet you these stocks are going to give you some good returns if you stick to the rule and if you stick to the game. Now, let's quickly look at top gainers in the market before we move on. Right now, we have Flex Limited is in top gainers, 39.69%. We have Hot 8 Corporation, 35.34%. We have Compass International, that's 27.27%. We also have Vico, 25%. These guys are doing some massive and good numbers, guys. It is possible for you to get this. And if you bought Credo, you should know that these are just small numbers. You can see how Credo performed. In a short time, Credo did good numbers. We are still going to look at the performance and look at the past recommendation that I have given. We also have Davita. We also have Joba Aviation. We also have Geo Group. We have Advanced Micro Device. We also have VSC Group. So these are stocks that actually perform well today. You can see their numbers. So just like we have top gainers like that, we also have top losers in the market. Let's come to top losers. You can see top losers here. We have primary service lost 50%. That is massive, guys. 50% is huge. And we also have Nice. We have Senkora. We have Kopang. We have California Resources. These guys are the ones that actually came down today. So let's quickly look at the quantum computing stocks that I want to recommend. So the first one I want to recommend is the QUBT. So the QUBT is an interesting stock that has the potential to print some good money in the market. And I think when I recommended it, for those who reach out to me, the price was actually around 9.8, and right now you are in profit already. That is if you take action, but I'm very, very sure you will take action. You can see how the it just broke the previous resistance here, which happened on the 21st of April, and now we are back up. So if we're able to close above, and I think the next level will be around this area. So once we're able to cross this area, let me see if I can. Okay, this is it. Once we can cross this area, once we cross this area, so the next level we are seeing is around this area, then I'm very, very sure we'll do like 100% in this particular trade if we are patient enough. So this is the performance. Then if we quickly jump to the weekly chart, the reason why I like to look at the weekly chart in games like this, it just gives you a pure insight on how to go about it. So you can see what happened here is about to repeat itself here. So you can see the first movement, the pullback, then the push. So is there a possibility that we'll get a little pullback? Of course, there is possibility. But this, since it's a weekly chart, every of those possibilities are inside of these, except we expand it, you not see it. So by the time we'll be able to cross this and stay above these, it means that we are going to actually continue to shoot. So just put your eyes in this space and then watch the opportunities that will come to this area. So this is the technical analysis of quantum computing stock. In subsequent video, I'm going to do the fundamentals of these companies so that you can see that these companies are doing real business and the growth is actually going to be massive, because currently the quantum computing stocks are currently trending, and that is why I'm bringing it to you at this time. So this is number one, which is the QUBT, which I shared, and I also shared another one, which is the IONQ. So the IONQ is another one I shared. Excellent. You know, it was around this area here that I actually shared it, and I said, if you can wait for it to dip here, or you go in here with the plan that when it dips here, you are not bothered, you are going to average down. So right now, this resistance level has been broken. You can see the price got to, you can see after hours, the price is at $54. So at $54, it tells you how much returns for those who entered around this area must have locked in. So if you quickly take a measuring tool, if you put it there and pull it up here, you know, I told you that it's above 20%. I didn't measure that of QUBT. Let's look at the return QUBT has brought. You can see these are premium information I'm giving you. You understand? These are premium information I'm giving you, and I want you to treat it as such. Yes, I want you to treat it as such. So 16. Of course, those reaching out to me are, they understand my calls, and I don't just pick a call, and like I do my research so that I know after everything you come and give me kudos like, coach, you're trying. I saw what you did. So you can see you are breaking out around here, and I think by the time we break out here, of course, we'll be shooting above this. And I also expect a new all-time high for this particular stock. So let's look at the 1 week so that we can know what we are talking about. So this is it here. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. So I think I dropped two. So I dropped INNQ and QUBT. Yes, that's the one I dropped. So I'll reserve one for another of my community that I need to share that with them. But before then, let me still give another one, which is QMCO. So QMCO is another one. So right now, this one is at 10. So if you're getting it at 10, excellent. Let's jump to the daily chart so that you can see what it's doing. So this is the daily chart. Fantastic. So this is the daily chart. So this is the area, yeah, that is serving as resistant. So from this part, let's draw it here. So if you are getting below 10, excellent, excellent. So you can see where we have 20, which will make it 100%. But anyway, I just want you to go in. I have a trade plan. The beautiful thing about investing is not knowing what to buy, is actually how to manage it and when to exit. You understand? You might the juice of a particular stock may no longer be there, but you will still be there holding based on previous juice. You get the point. So that is why you need to understand what you're doing. If you understand what you're doing, you're going to make good money from this market. In fact, if you did not quit your job, it's because you're doing what you love doing. You understand? If you're following your passion, that is what will stop you from not leaving your job. Yeah, because too much money. And do you know the beautiful thing about this market? The market has come to stay. It's not like maybe in 2 months down or 2 years that it's going to close. The market is not closing. So I just say let me share this stock for those of us who are interested in positioning ahead of time. This is another good one. And just to look at some previous stocks that I've given in the past, now we've talked about Credo. As you can see, Credo did so after getting to our take profit 3, it came down a bit, which was another buy opportunity for like 2 days. Then it went up again and did 198. You can see 200. It did 200. You can see, but it was a weak 200. When I say weak, it doesn't mean it is weak like WEAK. I'm saying these tiny things are called weak in the candle. Then the body is called body. Yes, it's called body. Yes, weak body. So and I think we talked about SoFi, and you've seen the product, the fundamentals of SoFi, and the things SoFi are currently doing. I know it got to 1845, it got to 1845 before pulling back to this region. So for me, I think this particular region is also another key region to watch because there's a possibility that if it comes here, is to buy more of it. So nothing is beautiful when you nothing is beautiful to know that you are currently holding something of value. You understand? So you know that this is value and it's going to make a lot of sense. So it gives you that confidence in holding whatever you are currently holding. You understand? So, but if you don't know the fundamentals of software and software is dipping now, maybe you'll be angry. You'll be angry or you'll not be happy. But once you know that this is value, this is a buy opportunity, then you go for it. So I just said let me jump up to your face right now to do some content that can help you in building your portfolio. Right now that we might be coming to the end of the war, most of the defense stock um, most of the defense stock we might be expecting some push, but of course, if they actually got the contract, it's still going to make some gains for them. So you can see the movement. It got to this area. Wow, our stocks are actually killing it. Yeah, it just depends on your take profit strategy. Maybe you're waiting for returns like that of Credo and all that. But for quantum computing, I know they are going to do numbers. Yes, they are going to do numbers for quantum computing. So anyway, I just say let me share this. We also have Kotos. It has broken this area here, and now there is the new support region. So it's very, very key you know this so that you know when to average down, when to buy more, or when to wait, or when to exit. Three things. You either buy more, wait, or you exit. That is what you need to do. So let's look at this. So the same area broken out, you can see broken out to this point, 240 before pulling back. So we extend support region here. Then we make this a bit bigger and take it here. So fantastic. So we're going to be watching, we're going to see how these stocks are going to perform. So you can see as a result of settlement coming back to the oil rig, you can see the price of oil, what oil is doing right now. So you can see what oil is doing. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I post enriching videos like this. Until I come your way again, keep making money and keep protecting your profit. I love you, all my friends, and there is nothing you can do about it. And still, salute. See you in the next one.